funded. I am a disciplined trader. I am evolving as a trader every day. I see what I'm watching? Look, hold on, let me zoom in for y'all. It starts with a K. Gold trades. This is going to be episode 7 of the vlog. Is currently, let me show you guys, it's currently Sunday, December 7th, and I'm starting this vlog a little bit early because the last couple vlogs, I've been thinking, you know, like, one, we haven't really been progressing. We haven't really been focusing on certain things, and there isn't a theme to the video. We're just kind of freestyling. Of course, the theme and the overall objective is to reach 100K trading. Now that I think about it, every week, where am I learning? Like, where am I finding the most improvement upon? Where did I improve this week? Last week, what did I improve upon? Where did I grow? And these certain questions need to be asked. Every day, it's a process. It's a process. You either get better or you get worse. You're always going to be constantly improving, or you're always constantly going to be declining in terms of like your skill, whatever you're pursuing. Every single day matters. Every single minute, every single hour, in terms of your mindset, your physical being, your spiritual, you know, elements. I didn't feel like I put in enough work trading, and that's something super, super crucial. Because if I'm genuinely honest with you guys, like, last week I didn't feel like I improved at all in terms of trading. I feel like I'm stagnant. I didn't really do much. I feel like I didn't make any progress. Why? Because again, I wasn't asking those important questions when I was meditating. I was distracted, and I don't want to make excuses. So this week we're going to improve, we're going to elevate, and we're going to grow. We haven't finished this book. I am like 1/3 of the way done on my page 57. There's currently 90. Whiteboard, we need to update this whiteboard. We need to get rid of the two books, mark it as an X. November trading reflection, yes. Weekly vlog completed, yes. Read 5 books. This is the monthly perspective. Read 5 books, 1 video edited, 1, you know, the playbook. We still currently have 0 and 800 subs. December right now is not off to a good start. Why? Because we didn't finish these 2 books, this one and this one. First objective, finish reading, then eventually get into those other books right here that are tilted. I do also have some notes that I took down whenever I was on a walk, and I really thought about this too, because again, if we plan on reaching that goal, it's all going to start from here. And that's the most important thing you have to realize. That's why I go on those walks. That's why I go to those parks and walks my dog. You know, like, I don't view it as a waste of time. I view it as more of an investment into my mental state and just elevating my mind and my thoughts and asking those important questions and reflecting. All right, so the first question for me to myself, what can we do this week to improve and help us reach that goal a lot sooner? When you ask these important questions, you really have to focus down, like, what can you do to improve? Where can you improve? Where did you like waste majority of your time on and you didn't see any results? Like, you put in a lot of effort here, but you didn't get much. The 100K goal is not the goal. The goal is the lifestyle and the person you have to become to reach that goal. That is the most important, crucial. That's why I'm saying it on these vlogs, because again, I don't want to forget that 100K goal is not really the goal. The goal is the lifestyle and the person you have to become right here. Right here. The monetary stuff, the physical stuff, it doesn't matter. Because again, think about it. If you go dead broke and you have the right mindset and you have the knowledge and the information and the experience, the money comes like that. All right, so the last one, the last couple of notes, let me go through these real quick. What does that person do on a day-to-day basis, and what habits does that person have, and beliefs plus mindset and those inputs to create that energy of like those powerful beliefs and that mindset. View each week as progress, but ask those important questions like, what did you learn and where did you progress the most in? Where do you feel you lack progress in, and focus on that. Another one is a playbook needs to be studied daily. Both of them, reminding myself of what I need to be focusing on and working upon. And I need to be listening to podcasts and reading more books while also studying our material, the trading notes from the mentorships and the playlists we've studied basically. And then from the 20% of the inputs, thinking of ways for us to multiply the results by doubling down on what already works. Today is basically Monday, and I did not clean up the whiteboard. I didn't finish this book. Matter of fact, we are like 3 chapters away from finishing this book, and today I do not work. I missed the trade this morning. I woke up late, just got done walking my dog. I didn't even get to finish walking my dog. The neighbor's big dog came over here and she's just like, but I cleaned this whiteboard. But first, let's go over it real quick.
Hello, my beautiful people. Today we're going to be talking about the psychological lecture of what it takes to be a successful trader.
I've been watching too much salmon. Yeah, let's get to this. 2 books completed. Did I complete 2 books? The answer is no. November trading reflection, we did do that. Weekly vlog completed, yes. But now that I've been reading this book, there's two different type of goals that we have to set. And one of them is out of desperation and one of them is out of inspiration. And as of recently, I've been trying to like not think about my goals too much, you know, not analyze them, not trying to like strategize, you know, like that's when you move out of desperation. And I don't want to move out of desperation anymore. I want to move out of inspiration, and I want to create goals just based off of my thoughts, not based off my thinking. I want the thoughts to come to me when I'm in my meditation, when I'm in my walks. That's like when I have the biggest insights in terms of like trading, in terms of life, all that philosophy, whatever you want to call it, you know. Today is still Monday and I just took a loss, a $200 loss. The account is at, again, minus 1,500. Am I going to get out of this drawdown? I don't know. I probably won't get out of this drawdown if I continue to break my rules and not follow my system. That's the only way. And we might not even get out of this drawdown. We might blow the account if we continue doing that. And I know what I'm doing wrong and I continue doing it. I don't understand what it's going to have to take for me to flip a switch in the back of my mind to follow my rules and to be disciplined to then get rewarded. Again, the closer I'm getting finding some success in trading, the harder it's getting on the mental. Again, I've done everything. I've created the playbook. I've created the FTR system playbook. I've created the system. I have data collection. I have data sets on my system, bro. Like, I've put in more work than majority of these traders you will see online that have a Discord that sells stuff, blah, 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 that are just gurus. I've put in more work, bro. Psychologically, I'm not there yet, though. I don't know what it's gonna have to take for me to flip a switch. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe you just gotta blow this account. You gotta get it out of the way, you know, and then eventually you're gonna follow you. But even then, like, if I blow this account not following my system, like, is that really gonna do anything? You know, like, is that really gonna help me? You know, like, think about it. I just want to lock in actually and like, I think I'm gonna have to just pray, bro, and like ask, you know, for discipline in trading, bro. That's the only way for me to like actually genuinely. After a brief meditation of taking my L, I will show you guys the trade after this clip, but I just got done meditating, got done praying. Especially after that emotional reaction, you know, I really thought about it, you know. Never get late to the charts, because again, those days happen, and the moments of before you open the charts dictates whether you're gonna win or lose that day, and it's very, very crucial. Upload one video every day, so I'm about to record a video right now. Of course not for the vlog though, just like, and then daily hindsight trades plus playbook reviewed, and then my daily prayer, and that's basically really it. Those are the thoughts that I had. I didn't think about what I want to do, how to do this, how to do that. I just thought.
Individual, a successful business owner. They don't see
that's me. That's gonna be mine. That's gonna be mine. That's gonna be mine. All right, so I am watching Akram. It is still Monday. This is facts though. If you're not watching these type of videos like Salman, Akram, I don't think they're scammers. I don't think they're gurus. I think they're actually genuinely good people that have proven results, even though they may refurbish, do this and that, ICT concepts, blah, 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 blah. This video right now, he's speaking facts. If you want to be successful, you're going to have sleepless nights. But your learning process, the information you gain, your system, your trading, all that, that's a different story, you know? But the foundation is what? Hard work, dedication, the grind. What was I doing right now? You may be wondering. Hindsight trades. I was doing my hindsight trades. I was literally what? Journaling every single trade that I saw today that looked very, very high probability, as opposed to what? My trade that I took earlier, which netted me an L. Because again, I was emotional. I wrote it down, everything. Gotta walk my dog, but I'm also going to review while I'm walking my dog. I'm gonna review my notes. I'm gonna review my playbook. Because again, we have a proven system. I've been through this a million times. I feel like I've repeated the same thing over and over and over again. And I don't know how many times they're gonna have to continue doing this, continue making the same mistake over and over again until it snaps in the back of my mind to not do it. But I was like, it's because I'm emotional, I'm attached, I'm this and that, you know. But I need to just eliminate all that and just trade the system and not give a fuck as much as possible. Maybe like I don't want to set a limit. I just want to review them right now because I feel like we're missing some valuable information. We need to like re-ingrain it back into the mind. So yeah, first things first, shout out to God. Be grateful. You know, you're blessed. Today's pretty much really come to an end. We've already done all that market close. Since I caught you on that ice, you got no chew, no more. Since you... Alright guys, so I did journal. I did already do all that. I journaled my trade, journaled my break even, trailed in profit. I think we went up like 1 hour, if not, you know, close to, yeah, 1 hour. And that was really it, bro. Like, it was a good trade. Entered a little bit late on the wrong asset, I guess you can say. That was pretty much really it. Today's trade was really, really good. It was following the system, following our rules. And I was talking about this in the live trading recording session, was if we break our rules, we're gonna have to have punishments. And I got this inspiration from Salman. He's like, hello my beautiful people, today's video, today's psychological lecture, you know, he talks like that. Yeah, he was like, if you break your rules, you have to have punishments, you know, like you have to have your punishments or else you're going to continue doing the same thing, you know. Either you got to run 5 miles, fast for 12 hours. It's not worth it, you know, not worth breaking my rules. I'm not going to the gym today, but tomorrow I am going to go. Yesterday I went. I need to take my creatine. Got some acne forming, bro. It's not good, but I'm currently doing my hindsight trade, reviewing, I'm analyzing. I'm like, all right, I'm thinking, what was the best potential case scenario for today? What was the best trade? And I'm putting that in the journal every single day, no matter what, bro. No matter if the day is shitty, no matter what, bro. And it's so crucial because, again, it gives you more data collection, even if you didn't take these, you know, like you act like you did take. You become better. You refine it. You analyze it. You grow. Even if you didn't trade that day, even if the day was shitty, you know, you're still going to see results, I promise you. Because the more data you have, the more data collection you have, and the more you analyze and you review it and you refine it over time, you become a better trader, bro. I've seen the most amount of results ever from trading just investing into my journal, the data sets, and then eventually, of course, the playbook. The playbook is A1, A tier. That's one of the most non-negotiable things you have to create in terms of trading. All right, so I just got done doing the hindsight trade. I got done reviewing my trade. I didn't get to review the playbook while I was on the walk. Edit the video, if not read, if not review the playbook. So I got to do either one of those three. So yeah. So let me show you guys today's date. It's currently Wednesday, December 10th. Today we made 1.1k, I guess. 1k. Just got done uploading the video. Well, it was uploaded a while ago. I won't even lie. I was watching the game, Real Madrid versus Man City. We're back close out of drawdown, and this month, you know, we're up now. Oh my goodness, we're up this month. I still need a journal to trade. I still need to read. I meditated this morning. I got a haircut, cleaned myself up. I didn't go to the gym this morning. You guys think like, oh my goodness, you have to do so much. You have to do this and that, you know, like to be successful in trading. No, bro, just do what you need to do on a day-to-day basis. But don't believe everything you think. Really good book. Took my notes, finished it. The next book, which was How to Not Give AF, and then eventually I was looking through the books. I was like skimming through them, looking through the chapters and the contents, and I just like realized the next one I should probably read is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I'm thinking those books are good, but then eventually I thought about it. I was like, bro, maybe one of these books can be really, really good, you know? It's still Wednesday though. I finished journaling. I'm doing my Pomodoro right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's turn it off, turn it back on. Pretty much today is Thursday, and I really thought about it, all right? So hear me out, all right? Hear me out. Since the month of December is close to coming to an end, because again, the last week, I'm not really counting that last week, and then eventually the first week of January. I'm not really trying to trade those 2 weeks, basically. And we're currently on the second week. We only have next week, which is really the last good week of PA, pretty much. So we're here on the second week, about to come to an end. We have the third week, that's the final week, and then eventually this one is the last, or holiday week, and then this one's also holiday week, and then yeah, the last 2 weeks here of the year. And Apex is doing a sell, a 90% sell. So I thought about it. So Apex is doing a 90% sell, and I thought about it. If we're gonna reach that 100K goal, we have to scale. If we really want to scale at a more rapid rate, we're going to have to get more capital to allocate, and then eventually get more payouts. Since that funded account is back at break even, I want to go back to evaluations, get at least 10 accounts with Apex, and then copy trade 5 and just aim for a payout. You know, that's basic, kind of not really trying to rush it. We have 5 accounts. Imagine trading 5 accounts, bro. A 500 on 5 accounts. You get a payout of 500 on 5 accounts, bro. A lot. That is a lot. That's like 2,500, and you know, like that's life changing. But if we really want to get to that point, I know I'm gonna have to do that. So that's basically what I plan on doing, is copy trading like 10 accounts on Apex. All right, guys. Let me cut the music off. Today, I was right. That's the thing. I was right, and I still lost. Here's the trade. Basically, we took YM shorts right here at this low, this little wick, and then we went up. I stopped out. And you may be thinking like, why did you move your stop loss? My original stop loss was above here, above this high right here, like above there. And my take profit was all the way down here. And I thought to myself, I was like, you know, in the back of my mind, we get wicked out of this 2-minute SIBI, and then we should start to move down lower. Where did I break my rules? You may be asking. Where I broke my rules was I didn't wait for this fair value gap to get inverse. We have 2 fair value gaps. I waited for the first one to get inverse, that happened, and then we formed the SIBI. In this type of scenario, this SIBI right here got inverse, bro. It literally got inverse, and then eventually it got disrespected and it came back down. And then eventually we inverse this one, and that's where you enter for this one. And then you put your stops above here. Why? Because this is getting invalidated and this is getting invalidated. So if we were going to be bullish, this, BISI right here, would have pushed us above and respected this 2-minute inversion to then push us up higher and break above these highs, but that never happened. And that's why I showed my stop loss and I moved my stop loss lower, because I thought to myself, like, if we're going to be bullish, we're not going to inverse this and we're not going to disrespect it, and we're not even really going to go above 50%. You know, we're going to continue to the downside. Every other market was dropping, and next, you know, boom, I got humbled. And again, I was trading the stronger market, and that's kind of what I was realizing today. Disrespecting my rules again, not waiting for this close here off of this fair value gap. We entered foolishly here off of this right here, thinking that the market was going to continue displacing. Don't wait for a close is whenever I'm trading the weaker one. That would have been the more ideal entry right here, entering here off of this inversion fair value gap once it forms. The first trade should never had the stop loss. Stop loss should have been up here above this. In the back of my mind, I was afraid of losing. I won't lie, I was on my laptop this morning trading. I'm done doing that. I'm done trading on my laptop. I have this setup. I bought those 3 monitors for a reason, bro, to prevent certain things like this. Whenever I'm in a trade, I was so zoomed into the lower time frame. I wasn't looking at my other charts. I wasn't looking at TradingView. I was simply on Top Steps platform or the Project X platform, and I was just so consumed. Look at the beard, though. Look at the beard. But I was just so consumed, bro. Like, I have trust in my system. Bro, it melted. Today melted. So I'm about to stretch, and then after that, I'm going to come back, do my hindsight trade, probably review the trades for this week, and then, yeah, this is really unfortunate. We're still weak. We're still green on the week. We're down 1% now. With a reality, we should have probably been break even, if not probably up 1%. I need to take notes on this. I need to reflect for this week and really analyze and see what I've could have done better, you know, for this week, and put it down into my December trading notes this week, probably right now, if not Sunday. So I feel like I'm making progress, but then I'm really not making progress. I feel like I'm going forward, then backwards. And again, distractions too outside of trading. We're not really giving it everything we should have, or we should. That's something I'm gonna have to reflect upon also. Why are we trading YM? YM is so bullish, bro. I'm gonna go run at the park, but bro, I'm like reminiscing now, because like, back then, when I used to be unprofitable last year, I would go and run at the park too. But the main reason why is because I couldn't afford going to the gym, bro. I was running like 4 to 5 miles every other day, bro, and I could pull up my records. And this was from last year, bro, 2024, during like the spring all the way to the summertime. And then eventually towards, you know, the late fall, that's when I got a job in November. And then, yeah, it feels weird, you know, like going back, running, doing this and that. But in terms of like that 100K goal, we want to be, the 100K goal doesn't really matter. Again, I told you guys, it's more about the process and the person you become during that goal that you really should be focused on. I think a lot of people tend to try to rush the process, and that's something I'm not trying to do. You know, I've done it before, and all it's ever done was do more damage than good. As of recently, bro, it's been very, very hard on an Express, on an XFA. And main reason why is because, like, bro, most people and the mindset is like, oh, I'm on an XFA, I'm on an Express, you know, like, I can finally make money. Let me force trades, let me rush the process, let me gamble. That's what most people's mindset is, you know, whenever they're on these XFAs. And like, they just don't follow their system. They don't follow the rules. They're not trading how they should be, you know, or how they got to that point, you know, they've stopped trading like that. And what I've realized in my own pursuit is I've fallen victim to that. I haven't traded my system like the first 3 trades. Or the first 3 trades, yeah, I haven't followed my system. I was down, you know, 3%, 1.5K, almost about to blow the account. I was losing myself, but now I'm slowly, you know, recouping, getting myself back up. And the mindset to getting to that point of like, okay, I have to follow my rules again or else I'm gonna blow this shit. And like, I don't want to blow this shit, you know? Like, you've done it before, you passed the combine, you know it works, you have a playbook. You've seen these setups repeat over and over again, bro. That's the thing. But yeah, today we did break our rules, so I am going to punish myself, and you know, by running 5 miles. Running 5 miles, I haven't ran 5 miles in a long time. The only time I would run 5 miles, or I would usually do 4, but that's usually whenever I would, you know, lose. I know a lot of people are not gonna believe me. I really do this shit though. 48 minutes and 1 second. Come on, body, bro. I do this shit. But yeah, 5 miles. During the 4th mile, 5th mile, I told myself, thank God. I can't thank God enough for all the blessings and opportunities He has given me. During that 4th mile, I was thinking mainly just, bro, I'm not breaking my rules again. Look how fucking sweaty I am. I'm not breaking my rules again. Never again am I gonna break my rules. And I'm making progress, becoming better every single day. And that's the only thoughts I had. I'm getting better than I was 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I couldn't even pass an account. I couldn't even trade to save myself. I was over risking, I was over leveraging, I was afraid. I didn't have no data, no system. I'm ahead of 95% of traders. I'm trying to get to that 1%. I'm still not there yet. I still got 4% more to go in terms of execution management, trade management, consistency, and that's it. And then I'm there. I'm gonna be making those 10K months
50K months, bro. 100K months will be coming. I just have to develop myself and become a better version of myself. And it's a day-to-day process, bro. And I again, it's barely my 3rd month. Actually, my 2nd month actually using these concepts. With a journal, with a playbook, with a clear definition of step-by-step guide of what I need to be looking for. We're there. We just need to stick to it, be disciplined and consistent on XFAs. You know, change the way we're doing anything. And the mindset, we need to shift our mindset to believe in ourselves more and trust our system even more. So yeah.